Katy Perry's your favorite.
Katy who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Humor can be found in politics too.
Why is the CIA running a fake war in Afghanistan?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 political comedy movies.
Sorry, out of my way. Out of my way. Be so close.
For this list, we're choosing feature films that have the intention of being funny.
Because a war with Canada would be over in a matter of days. Do you remember Grenada? They didn't even wake Reagan up.
And making you laugh about politics, politicians, and topics related to these.
'Cause Kimmy, you're a firework.
I have met yams with more going on upstairs than those two.
Number 10, In the Loop.
Yeah, well, I have to have a word with you. You might want to slip into your negligee.
When bumbling British minister Simon Foster makes off-the-cuff remarks about war in the Middle East, he finds himself backpedaling his position in the media.
I think that war is unforeseeable.
No, you do not think that.
But
Both the British Prime Minister and US President unofficially want a war on the heels of an important UN Council vote, which makes Foster a pawn between both pro- and anti-war coalitions.
The committee was accidentally and briefly alluded to.
which committee?
The War Committee, sir.
Reminiscent of The Office's dry docu-comedy humor, In the Loop is a look inside the war machines of nations and the trickeries of how political sleight of hand is done.
If you don't get me f***ing Brian, I'm going to come over there, I'm going to lock you in a f***ing flotation tank and pump it full of sewage until you f***ing drown.
Number 9, Primary Colors.
You don't know f*** all about prevent me. You make me look like a f***ing amateur. Like a rube-ass, barefoot dipshit, third-rate Southern fraud piece of shit alderman.
This not-so-subtle tongue-in-cheek drama based on a roman à clef of Bill Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign casts John Travolta as the president with the wandering eye.
You must really be desperate to do that, but if you had to swallow enough
Primary Colors shows the trail's colorful characters, including an overly ambitious and blind-eye Hillary Clinton-like character named Susan and played by Emma Thompson, as well as a foul-mouthed advisor, Billy Bob Thornton, as they maneuver through a landmine political sex scandal.
Bullshit. Bullshit, it's bullshit.
Released in 1998, the political comedy could not have coincided more perfectly with Clinton's most notorious affair, the Monica Lewinsky sex scandal, news of which first emerged earlier that same year.
Susan, don't go. Susan, just stay. We better go.
Number 8, The American President.
Nice shot, Mr. President.
Nice shot, Mr. President. You won't even call me by my name when we're playing pool?
In this romantic feel-good comedy, widowed bachelor and Democratic President Andrew Shepard is fairly new to the dating scene and awkwardly asks a political activist of all people out to a state dinner.
Lately, I seem to be going out on a lot of first dates.
Well, then you're experienced at this.
Oh, yeah, you can ask me anything.
Well, how are we doing so far?
But as his preparation for re-election and their relationship complicate things, which will triumph in the end, politics or love? There is no Cosmo's guide to going out on a first date at the White House, and there definitely isn't one for helping you out if your date is the President of the United States.
I don't want to lose you over this.
Mr. President, you got bigger problems than losing me. You just lost my vote.
So this depiction of a universal problem in the shoes of someone in an extraordinary position results in a comedy that is sure to fly first class in Air Force One.
And when I'm in a room with you, oval or any other shape, I'm always going to be a lobbyist. And you're always going to be the president.
Your government needs your help.
Number 7, Dave.
Really?
In a country where everybody can become president, anybody did just that.
We're lookalikes. We don't look like each other, but I mean, I know what you're thinking. People hire us to impersonate the president and the first lady. We work out of an agency. That's where we met. They sure look like him. Thanks. Well, we work very hard at it.
That's what happens in this film when average Joe Dave Kovic is asked to impersonate the president after the real one falls into a deep coma and the vice president goes gaga.
Guy's in a coma, Bob.
I don't give a shit.
Bob!
This is mine now. This is all mine. I made him. I built him.
Apparently, nobody notices when politicians go crazy, but they do notice when they fall asleep on the job. Not only does Dave save the day and the president's marriage, but America too. It's a modern-day story of the prince and the pauper, in which the power of the ordinary accomplishes the extraordinary.
I liked helping people that I hadn't even met before. Just then I felt like I wasn't pretending anymore.
I don't think you were pretending.
Number 6. Dick.
I'm Betsy, and this is Arlene, Mr. President.
Call me Dick.
It was America's worst political scandal, leading to the downfall of a president. So hey, let's dick around with it.
All right, I love Dick!
After two ditzy blondes, played by then rising stars Kirsten Dunst and Michelle Williams, find themselves at the wrong place at the wrong time, a subsequent tour of the White House results in their becoming President Nixon's dog walkers.
We're here to watch checkers, and we have to talk to Dick about the war.
The movie even reimagines the two as being behind the real-life Deep Throat informant.
Just give me a name so that when you call next time, I'll know it's you.
Deep Throat! Deep Throat!
A hilarious performance-driven comedy with legends Will Ferrell and Dave Foley. The film is sure to leave you laughing next time old Dick is mentioned in your American history class.
It was so stupid of me to ever fall in love with Dick. What was I thinking? Dick just disgusts me now.
Number 5. Thank You for Smoking.
Michael Jordan plays ball. Charles Manson kills people. I talk.
When Vermont Senator Finister starts pushing for a bill essentially calling for the branding of tobacco as poison before the U.S. Senate committee, it's up to big tobacco spin lobbyist Nick Naylor to fight for America's right to smoke.
My mom used to smoke. She says that cigarettes kill.
Really? Now, is your mommy a doctor?
No.
A scientific researcher of some kind?
No.
Well, she doesn't exactly sound like a credible expert now, does she?
Smart and satirical, this comedy will surely light up your day.
You look like a nice enough fellow. What are you doing working for these assholes?
It also sheds light on the inner machinations and smokescreens of both politicians and lobbyists by showcasing how each group crafts their own fictional narrative for the public to stick in their pipes and smoke.
This just goes to prove what I've been saying for so long. These nicotine patches are just deadly.
Number 4. Bulworth.
Is that how white people rap?
What would happen if politicians always told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the uncensored truth? You'd have an hour and 40-something minutes of a hip-hop open mic slam on racial political incorrectness and suicide hosted by Warren Beatty.
You think after all this crap is over Tuesday that maybe you could actually, like hang? Hang.
When a Democratic senator realizes he has nothing to lose during his bid for re-election, he puts a hit out on himself so that his daughter will still inherit his millions.
Never try to make life or death decisions when you're feeling suicidal.
And then he begins to say what's truly on his mind.
I got a simple question that I'd like to ask of this network that pays you for performing your task.
This take-no-hostages satire pokes fun at everything, from the economy to Hollywood's film industry via a one-man tirade.
Ah, shit. Cocksucker. That's the real obscenity black folks living with every day, is trying to believe a motherfucking word Democrats and Republicans say.
Number 3. Wag the Dog.
This is politics at its finest.
When the President of the United States gets caught with his pants down after hitting on an underage girl shortly before re-election, it's up to spin doctor Conrad Breen to concoct a mass public distraction away from the political sex scandal.
With the election only days away, the big question is, how much will this scandal affect the outcome?
He does this with the help of Hollywood producer Stanley Motz and PR advisor Winifred Ames. Their solution? Pretend there's a war going on with Albania.
Can't have a war without an enemy. We could have one, but it'd be a very dull war.
As the charade develops, lines between what's driving reality, politics, and the media blur.
In this just in, a group calling itself Albania Unite has claimed responsibility for the bombing moments ago of the village of Close, Albania.
Wag the Dog shows how, when it comes to facts, fiction, and funnies, Hollywood and Washington aren't too far apart. Number 2. The Great Dictator.
Well, good morning. How are you?
Oh, so-so.
In this slapstick screwball political comedy, Charlie Chaplin went after Hitler before America did with a hilarious outcome.
Is this the man?
That's him.
Hail Hinkle. Who's he?
In his first speaking role, Chaplin shows off his talent for German double talk.
Alles! Tighten the belt.
We must tighten our belt.
A farce from start to end, Chaplin plays both the poor Jewish barber and Aryan genocidal dictator Adenoid Hinkle, the former trying to avoid the latter's persecution.
I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
In this truly fearless comedy, Chaplin pokes fun at the ridiculous logic of the Nazi regime and its Axis partners, even as Hitler was marching into France, proving indeed that satire is the weapon of the powerless against the powerful.
Don't you remember me?
Huh?
The war, you saved my life.
Me?
Strange. And I always thought of you as an Aryan.
I'm a vegetarian.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
What's the Spanish word for straitjacket? Power has driven him mad.
My great-grandfather fought in the American Civil Jihad. I am very proud to be an American. I am America's #1 douche.
Oh, this is terrible!
I've said enough. I'm a man of few words. I'm a man of one word, scram.
Number 1, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
When a mad general ignites a path that triggers the doomsday device, politicians and generals scramble to avert nuclear holocaust.
The doomsday machine is designed to trigger itself automatically.
But surely you can disarm it somehow?
No, it is designed to explode if any attempt is ever made to untrigger it.
Automatically?
It's an obvious commie trick, Mr. President. We're wasting valuable time.
Meanwhile, a B-52 bomber, determined in its mission, is to drop the bomb first on the Soviets. Dr. Strangelove blows up the Cold War theory that mutually assured destruction in a bipolar system offsets global annihilation.
With a spirit of bold curiosity for the adventure ahead.
Peter Sellers delivers an explosive performance in not one, but 3 main roles.
I can't quite see what you're getting at, Jack.
Considered the Citizen Kane of political satire, Dr. Strangelove is Stanley Kubrick's bombshell masterpiece.
Mein Führer has been
Do you agree with our list?
Hopeless. I apologize.
Which political farce is your favorite?
You know, find out something?
For more political top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Isn't that a riot?